Step into the shadows of the forgotten forest, where legends whisper and danger lurks behind every tree. Today, we unravel the dark mystery of Baba Yaga's Curse, a tale of ancient magic, lost souls, and a witch whose power bends reality itself. From eerie huts that walk on chicken legs to curses that trap the unwary forever, this story will take you deep into a world where fear and fascination collide. Are you brave enough to follow the path? Stay with us as we explore the secrets, the horrors, and the chilling truth behind Baba Yaga's Curse. Baba Yaga's Curse, the Forgotten Forest. The Forgotten Forest was no ordinary wood. Ancient oaks twisted like gnarled fingers, their bark scarred by centuries of storms, and the mist hung thick, clinging to moss-covered stones. Few dared enter, for legends spoke of Baba Yaga, the witch who ruled these shadows. They said she could bend the forest to her will, and that those who crossed her path never returned the same or at all. In the village at the forest's edge, stories of her power were passed down through whispers and warnings. Children were told to stay near home after dusk, lest the iron gates of reality slip, and the trees themselves reach out with hungry limbs. Yet, like all old tales, caution alone was not enough to keep curiosity at bay. Elena, a young woman of 20 summers, had always been drawn to the forest. Her grandmother, a wise woman with stories as deep as the earth, had spoken of Baba Yaga not only as a terror but as a being of great knowledge, a keeper of secrets no ordinary human could comprehend. Knowledge is a double-edged sword, her grandmother had said. To seek it from Baba Yaga is to risk your soul for a single truth. Elena's mother had vanished in these very woods when Elena was a child, leaving behind only a locket and a fading memory. On the morning she decided to venture into the forest, the village was unusually silent. A pale fog clung to the rooftops, and birds kept their distance. With a satchel of provisions and her mother's locket around her neck, Elena crossed the threshold into the forgotten forest. Every step seemed to pull her deeper, as if the forest itself were breathing and guiding her forward. Hours passed, or perhaps days. It was impossible to tell. The sun wavered behind the mist, casting strange shadows that seemed to watch her. Then, she came upon a clearing, and at its center stood a hut perched atop chicken legs. It swiveled slowly as she approached, turning to face her like a living sentinel. This was no ordinary dwelling. It was a house that moved of its own accord, and within it resided Baba Yaga, the crone of whispered nightmares. Elena's heart pounded, yet she stepped forward. "I seek knowledge," she called into the dim interior. "I seek my mother." A cackle echoed, high-pitched and brittle, like the rustling of dried leaves. Baba Yaga emerged, her eyes glinting with a strange intelligence, her long nose hooked, and her fingers ending in nails like sharpened claws. "Few come willingly," she said, voice both mocking and melodic. "Fewer leave unchanged. You seek what you cannot understand." "Why?" Elena clutched the locket tightly. "She's gone, and I need to know why. Please, I am ready for whatever it takes." Baba Yaga studied her for a long moment, then nodded. "Very well. The forest has whispered your mother's story to me, but knowledge comes with a price." The witch lifted a gnarled hand, and the clearing seemed to dissolve around them. Elena found herself in a mirrored version of the forest, one where shadows danced more vividly, and the trees whispered names she recognized but could not recall. Baba Yaga explained that the forest was alive with the remnants of souls, fragments of memory trapped between life and death, each bound to a choice unfulfilled. "Your mother's fate was sealed the day she sought the heart of the forest," Baba Yaga said. "A relic that holds the power to rewrite destinies. Many have tried to claim it, but the forest tests the worthiest and punishes the foolhardy." Elena felt a chill as visions surfaced in her mind. Her mother, young and defiant, walking these paths, facing trials Elena herself now understood awaited her. The forest, Baba Yaga explained, was not merely trees and stone. It was a sentient entity, feeding on desires, fears, and regrets. To enter was to confront the deepest truths of one's soul. "Your trial is simple in instruction, but impossible in execution," Baba Yaga said. "Retrieve the heart, but beware. For every step you take forward, the forest may pull you back with shadows of your own making. You must confront them or be lost forever. Elena began her journey, and the forest immediately tested her. First came the whispers, voices of her mother, her friends, even herself, distorted and accusatory. They asked questions she could not answer, dredged up regrets she had tried to forget. Yet she pressed on, reciting her intent aloud, willing herself to distinguish between reality and illusion. Days, or perhaps moments, time was meaningless here. Later, she came to a river whose waters were black as ink. A bridge made of knotted vines arched across it, but as she stepped onto it, shadows of doubt manifested. A version of herself, fearful and pleading, demanding she turn back. Elena hesitated, but the memory of her mother's smile steeled her resolve. She acknowledged the fear, then walked through it, and the shadow dissolved into mist. Beyond the river, she faced a grove of statues, frozen figures that were once seekers of the heart. Their eyes seemed alive, judging, warning. Among them, she recognized her own image, twisted with despair. The forest's curse was clear. It mirrored the inner darkness of those who dared seek its treasures. To take the heart, she had to embrace her flaws and fears as part of herself, not deny them. Finally, she arrived at a clearing bathed in silver light. At its center, resting atop a pedestal of roots, was the heart of the forest. It pulsed gently, as though alive, resonating with a rhythm that matched her heartbeat. Yet when she reached out, Baba Yaga appeared beside her, silent and inscrutable. "Do you understand what this is?" the witch asked. "It is not merely an object. It is a reflection of the soul, a choice crystallized. To take it is to claim the power to reshape life and death, but the forest will always remember your choice." Elena closed her eyes, considering the lives entwined with hers. The mother she lost, the village that feared the forest, the countless souls trapped within its depths. She understood, suddenly, that the heart did not grant power without consequence. To seize it selfishly would doom her and those she loved. "I will not take it for myself," she said, opening her eyes. "I only wish to free my mother and the others trapped here." Baba Yaga's eyes glittered. "Few understand that the heart's purpose is balance, not desire. By relinquishing it, you prove your worthiness." She gestured, and the forest shifted, revealing a path lined with light. At its end, Elena saw her mother, older, wearied by time in a timeless prison. Their reunion was wordless, filled with tears and embrace, and Elena felt the echoes of the forest release, the trapped souls fading gently into peace. But Baba Yaga's lesson was not complete. "You have done well," she said. "But remember, every choice carries weight. Your courage freed many, yet the forest will always remember the darkness it revealed in you. Carry it wisely." The hut on chicken legs appeared once more, and Elena stepped back into the familiar world of her village. The forest seemed less ominous now, though still alive, still watching. Her mother, though free, bore the marks of the forest's passage, a reminder that even liberation had costs. In the years that followed, Elena became a keeper of stories, much like her grandmother. She warned those who came near the forgotten forest, but not merely of fear. She told them of the balance of life and death, the shadows within themselves, and the power of selflessness. The legend of Baba Yaga's curse became not only a tale of terror but a lesson of wisdom and courage. Some nights, when the fog rolled in thick and the trees whispered, Elena thought she saw a hut on chicken legs move just beyond the treeline. She smiled, knowing that the witch who had tested her still watched, still guarding the balance of the forest. And somewhere deep within, she carried the memory of the curse, not as a burden, but as a reminder of what it meant to face darkness and to emerge whole. The forest, forever alive, would continue its vigil, and the story of Baba Yaga's curse would echo through generations, a caution and a guide for those daring enough to seek truths hidden in shadow. Explanation of the story, setting and tone. The Forgotten Forest establishes a gothic, mythic setting. Its description, twisted oaks, pervasive fog, and time's ambiguity, creates a sense of timeless danger and mystery. This aligns with Slavic folklore, where Baba Yaga inhabits liminal spaces that are alive with supernatural power. Protagonist motivation. Elena's quest is driven by loss, her mother's disappearance, and curiosity. Her journey reflects human traits, fear, hope, and resilience, which make her relatable. Folklore often portrays seekers of Baba Yaga as motivated by deep personal needs, testing their moral and psychological limits. Baba Yaga as mentor and adversary. Unlike purely evil witches in Western tales, Baba Yaga here embodies ambiguity. She is both a threat and a guide. She tests Elena's wisdom, courage, and selflessness, reflecting the folkloric archetype of the witch who provides knowledge at a cost. Trials and themes. The narrative's trials, whispering voices, shadow doubles, and the grove of statues symbolize internal struggles, doubt, fear, and temptation. These reflect the story's central theme. True strength comes from confronting inner darkness, not from the reckless pursuit of power. The heart of the forest. This relic serves as a moral and literal fulcrum. Its purpose is dual, to offer power and to test character. Elena's decision not to take it selfishly illustrates the story's ethical lesson. Wisdom and compassion outweigh ambition, resolution and moral. The story concludes with liberation and reflection rather than triumph through force. The forest, Baba Yaga, and the heart remain powerful forces, reminding readers that wisdom, courage, and selflessness are ongoing practices, not one-time achievements. Folkloric resonance. Slavic folklore often portrays Baba Yaga as a liminal, morally ambiguous figure who challenges protagonists. By integrating her hut, chicken legs, and tests, the story maintains authenticity while adapting to a modern narrative structure. And that's the haunting tale of Baba Yaga's Curse, the Forgotten Forest. From the chilling whispers of the woods to the ancient magic that binds the lost, we've uncovered the dark secrets that linger where few dare to tread. If you felt the shiver of fear or the thrill of mystery, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another dive into the world's darkest legends. Share your thoughts below. Would you dare enter the Forgotten Forest? Until next time, stay curious and beware what waits in the shadows.